Another great thing we can do with social media sites like Pinterest and Diigo is share resources. We can share articles we find, pictures, artwork, anything we stumble upon on the web can be saved and organized on these sites. We will do a practice exercise to see how to pin resources, organize resources with a group, and comment on other users' resources. We will start by going to pinterest.com and creating an account or logging in. Your home screen on Pinterest is filled with all kinds of different things that Pinterest has selected for you based on people you follow or the interest you identified when you signed up. You can always return to this page by clicking on the P Pinterest logo up in the upper left corner. This will refresh the page. As you scroll down this page, there are lots of different pictures, there are infographics, there are links to stories, things from all over the internet that people have posted. In order to use Pinterest with your classes, you can create boards that will organize information around a certain topic. You can search for those boards in the search bar, where you can also search for other items that you might be interested in. So in this case, we're going to go to a Chromebook workshop board that I have created, and it is case sensitive, so we'll need to capitalize Chromebook and workshop, and as we type it in, we can see that it comes up in the auto fill-in bar. We click on that, and it will take us to the page for this workshop, to the board. Using the board, we can then click to add a pin, either something from the web or from your computer. So not only can you upload files from your computer, you have a Word document that you want to upload, you can choose an image from your computer, and alternatively you can also upload from the web, add a pin from the web just by copying and pasting the URL, the website, from another site into this. So we will do an example of that by going to this Edudemic website, this blog posting about apps for the Chromebook classroom. We'll copy and paste the URL from that, come back over to our Pinterest board, and we'll copy and paste that. We'll click next, and then it has a series of different pins here of the items that you might be able to pin from that site. Because that site had some videos, these two options are videos that were embedded in that site, but we are looking for the story. So we're going to choose this image. Give it a title, a description, and we'll pin it. Tells us that it's also on someone else's Pinterest board. And it'll take us back to this where we can see the information about this. We can click up top to visit the site, or it would take us right back to where we got it from. So that is how you put an item on a Pinterest board. So here we go back to the board here, and it now shows that there is one pin on the board. And that is how you add to a Pinterest board. When you're looking at pins on the home page or on a board like this one, if you hover the cursor over the pin, you'll come up with an option to pin it to your own board, to send it as a message to someone, or to edit the pin if it's your pin. When you're hovering just over the picture itself, you'll have the little magnifying glass, and if you click on that, it will bring up a larger version of it, along with an option to comment down at the bottom. So you can leave a comment in the box. And so that's what we'll be doing in this exercise. You're going to be adding a pin to this board, and then commenting on someone else's pin on the same board. So again, you'll need to go to Pinterest. You'll need to search for the Chromebook workshop in the search bar at the top. You'll go to the Chromebook workshop, and you will, once on the workshop, you will add a pin. And you'll be able to add your own pin, whatever you think should be a helpful resource for the educators who are going to be using Chromebooks in their classrooms in Montgomery County Public Schools. And then I'd like you to also comment on one pin from another poster. So Pinterest is a great resource that can be easily used by colleagues in a professional learning community or by a class to share the things that students find related to the content.